I don't know how you've done it in your career and your hip hop path, but at the moment I'm finding it tough to maneuver friendships and relationships and success at the same time.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
How do you do that? How do you do that?
Like I'm saying to you, at the moment I'm literally doing it day by day. You know what I mean? So who I think is my friend today.
Welcome to the master class. Welcome to the master class. Yo, you don't even have to ask. You're all welcome to the master class as we hatch the past, present while we craft.
Hey yo, back at it like crack addicts. You know what time it is? OG triple 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 triple. Don't forget one more triple on top of that. Masterclass podcast. Back at AM Studios, Head Niggas in Charge Productions. Big shout out to the crews all out here. My name is Rashid. He goes by the name of OG.
Episode 48. And, 1948 reminds me of Hendrik Verwoerd when he introduced apartheid in South Africa.
What? 1948?
1948, that's when apartheid was introduced by Hendrik Verwoerd.
Okay. Elaborate. You gotta give me more from that. Like, introduced Ganjan. It was just like, okay, sharp.
Like to say,
fuck your black people.
To say, hey, Kaffers must do this, coloreds must do that, white people must do that. So it's like this. We were separated into groups. Black people were model A. Indian and coloreds were model B. White people were model C.
Okay.
Hence, you niggas, you slaves were excited to go to Model C schools.
You slaves, says you who went to Model C school as well.
I'm saying that's how this shit was designed by Hendrik Verwoerd to separate us, like economically, racially, everywhere. Like even sports, we couldn't play together. Yeah. We couldn't go to school together. We couldn't live in the same residence. There was a place for black people, for white people, for colored people, for Indian. Even with black people, if you go to Soweto or Davidson, there's Emma Koseni, Emma Zuluini, Basutung. They play that divide and rule shit very well.
100%. The Segregation Act.
The Segregation Act.
Yeah, man. That's where we come from. That's 48.
That's 48. 1948.
We're on episode 48. I guess that means something to us as well.
Even into the world, Israel, the country of Israel. There was no country called Israel before 1948.
Okay, what was it before?
It was Palestine. It was, you know that it was. I don't want to get into that because they're gonna flag this episode.
Got you.
But the Jews took over that land and called it Israel in 1948. The Israel that we have now is not the one that was in the Bible that they're talking about in the Bible.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they became the state of Israel in 1948 after World War II. After Hitler had done the things, and Jerusalem was only declared a capital of Israel in 1980. So all this shit is new. The shit you read in the Bible has nothing to do with shit that's happening
right now. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
There's also like a big misconception about. I watched the movie. I forgot what the movie is called, man, but it's a really good one, and it just showed the plight of black Jewish people. That Jewish people weren't always
the original Jews were black.
Were black.
Yeah.
Like
the white people,
Palestinians were black.
The white Jews you see in Israel are the ones who ran away from Hitler after the World War II when he was killing the Jews in Europe. They wanted a Jewish state. First they approached Argentina. Argentina said no. And then they went for Palestine. That's why there's still conflict between Palestine and Israel today. It's because of land. That land belonged to the Palestinians.
Which were originally black people.
Of course.
Okay. Shout out to
the original Jews were black.
I know that after that movie that I watched, that's
Yeah.
when I realized that
A lot of people don't know that.
yeah,
A lot
like-
of people don't know that. They
So
say,
wait, so
hey,
wait.
Jesus was a Jew, Jesus was white. No,
Yeah.
he wasn't.
So that's where the whole thing comes
Jesus-
from. Is like
Jesus was blacker than a motherfucker.
because white people talk about the nose thing, right? Black people have flat nose, big nose.
Yeah.
Jewish people have long nose.
Not the original Jews.
That's what I'm saying now. Where
Yeah.
did that flip come? Where we've got even the identity difference now, where Jewish people are no longer black, but now they've come into that whole white beige type of
Yeah.
feel. Like where does
That's
that?
the distortion. It's the distortion of history. No, they've been doing that for years. That's why they went to Egypt to the pyramids and destroyed the Sphinx nose, because it was broad. It depicted an African being, you know. So when you go to the pyramids, you see a Sphinx. It doesn't have a nose. Why
Crazy.
did they destroy the nose? Because they don't want us to trace it back to Africa.
Yeah, that's wild, man. I've seen that.
Yeah.
I've seen that. The Sphinx in Egypt are destroyed noses.
They don't
No.
have noses
Yeah.
because they trying to destroy that evidence.
Wow. Okay. Let's get to the class.
Let's get into the
classes.
class,
Yo, you
man.
good though? Shit. Yo, welcome to the master class. Big shout out Rashid K, OG Samke. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're back at it again. Shout out to Solikto. They in the building
Shout out to Solikto,
as usual.
the boy Roger doing the things.
100%, man. We're going to Mozambique soon.
We're going to
You
Mozambique
better
soon.
take us. If I was Faiz in Jam, so blanda.
No, he's a cool dude. He's a cool dude.
100%.
Yeah.
So we're going to do that with Solikto. Got the XXL out today. I like that. We have this magazine thing we're doing because
Yeah.
we're just old school like
Paying
that.
homage
Yeah.
to the contributors to the culture.
I see that's from 2012, G.
Yeah, that's a double XL from 2012. It
Yeah.
has Floyd Mayweather, and 50 Cent.
It's crazy.
They were still boys then. There was no beef.
Right?
Yeah,
It
there
just
were
shows,
two
like,
niggas making money.
it's something I want us to talk about a bit later.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Based off these two niggas. But
Yo, before we...
it's crazy. Just this point, right? Is that XXL is not a magazine that was commonly bought in South Africa.
No,
It's an Black American hip hop magazine.
yeah.
You know what I mean? For someone like a Rashid K to be able to bring us an XXL, how many people do you think grew up off that kind of magazine and not a hype magazine?
It depends on your era when you came into the game. When we started this hip hop shit, there was no hype magazine.
Yeah.
But we had double XL at CNA, we had The Source, we had Rap Pages.
Yeah. We didn't have Ebony, né?
Nah.
Ebony didn't come out yet.
Nah. So those are the publications we relied on when it comes to hip hop.
To news, hip hop news.
Yeah, to what's
And
happening.
you'd have to wait like weekly just to get like some
Yeah.
information about Floyd Mayweather and 50.
You know what I'm saying? So we relied on that. The Hype magazine only started in 2004.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
And it's also, the hype comes off the basis of an XXL,
It's
a Source magazine.
It's a template from those niggas.
Just focusing more on...
locally. Yeah, it's a local version of those niggas.
It's crazy for me, man. Shout out to you for having that. I see it cost 79 Rand in 2012, right?
Yeah, 2012.
79 Rand?
79 rand.
You were spending so much money on magazines back then.
$80. That's the money I used to spend on CDs. If it's not a CD, it's a magazine.
Ah, got you. So you buy the mag or you buy the CD.
Yes.
That helps the artist, right? Because now as the artist, you're making money off your cover, and you're also making money off your disc as well.
Yeah.
And these also came with the disc sometimes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's a marketing strategy that we've lost now thanks to the DSPs. There's no mag and some shit coming together for you.
Motherfuckers.
You know what I mean? Alright, big shout out to XXL. Hype Magazine's also on the decks. We're wearing some hip-hop politic movement. You know what it is.
Yeah, man.
This shit is nice. I really like this.
Double HP. Double HP. That's hip
about
hop
it.
politics movement, man.
Word.
Shout out Cap City, Rap City, 012.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are my niggas. You know what I mean? I was hanging out with the homies last week. Well, now 2 weeks ago, Thursday. I
Yeah.
was chilling with all the PTA boys, bro.
Yeah.
And like the conversations we were having were quite crazy because I brought up the whole is KZN better than than
Yeah.
PTA when it comes to the bar game.
Yeah.
You know, and homies were like, nigga, don't even say that.
Mm.
Don't compare us to them niggas in KZN. We're different. I was chilling with Tato Soul. Shout out to him. We did him on the last episode. I had him.
Yeah.
Mash Beats was there as well. You know, Mash is the guy that did everything that Aries has been doing. J Smash was there as well. Sean Cross. Like, all the PTA boys were hanging out with me, and I was pushing the agenda that the guys in KZN think they're better than you guys, and they said, "Fuck you, I'm crazy."
You must ask me. Last week I went to Durban, July.
Shout out Durban, July.
You know, I was in Durban and I attended like 4 hip hop events. Even met Zakwe and them that side.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? So, as a hip hop is happening, it's moving
happening.
everywhere.
Something's
It's moving everywhere, man. Like in Durban, there was too many shows. I was there. DJ Zandy was there.
Shout out Zandy.
I attended 4 shows in one day. DJ Zandy attended 4 shows in one day, but we had no shows in common.
And they were all hip hop events.
Yes, it shows you like how active hip hop is.
Okay.
You know, you could be attending your event and someone else somewhere is attending another event. So that's what was happening. That's what I picked up last weekend when I was in Durban for Durban July.
Let's talk about Durban July a little bit. What was the vibe, man? And I don't want to talk about music in general. I want to talk about the hip hop space and what you saw at the clubs. You know, it's Durban July. It's one of the biggest tourism, money making, whatever you want to call it. But that's where a lot of money comes in for Durban every year.
Yeah.
And I want to know where hip hop stands in that pocket of money being made.
I think what I saw was like hip hop is a niche.
Now.
In Durban.
Now.
In Durban, with that Durban July, all the major events were not entertaining hip hop, but you had this club having a hip hop gig and that club having a hip hop gig. It was a niche.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Makes sense.
And I saw something like Durban was like gom. They were not embracing Amapiano, but what I saw, they were like
Gom.
Yeah, that's a Josie thing.
I love Gom, but it's still on. I don't know if it's on.
No, it's on in Durban.
Really?
You know, it's hanging on. It's hanging on. I'm telling you, it's hanging on there.
You don't need to give that shit.
No.
Where the fuck is Babes? What your hottest artist is? Come on.
No, it's that nigga who's what's his name? That chubby nigga who screams a lot. Yeah, Shungnis.
Yeah, shout out.
Shungnis, I think, is the biggest Gom artist.
But the culture, I think, yeah.
The culture, but what I heard when I was in Durban, like I was there for 4 days, I had a lot of Amapiano, like Amaroto, every day, everywhere, you know. So Amapiano have finally penetrated Durban,
which is real cool because that was a tough industry for them to get into.
It was.
Durban, like you're saying, if you're saying that there's people still hanging on to Gom.
Yeah, no, there's people who still say, yo, no, Tina, Gom, Amapiano into Zasegold.
For real.
Yeah.
That's wild, man. And then what was the hip hop like? What were there, did you watch any performances that mattered? Anyone catch your eye?
I did, but a lot of performances was like up and coming niggas. It was not like your mainstream. I didn't see no Blakey, I didn't see no AKA, I didn't see.
Wow.
Yeah, it was like up and coming niggas.
Really? Java? He was out there. I saw Java a little bit.
Yeah, Java was there. Shaka Marine by the DJU, the Oskitos show they were doing there.
Yeah, but that's disappointing. So you're saying no one's looking out for the game right now? No, like hip hop was not at Durban July this year.
The promoters are about making money, and hip hop is not making money right now.
Has hip hop ever made money?
It has.
You think so?
It has.
Really?
I know so. Yeah.
You know so?
Yeah.
Okay.
It has. It has. When Casper was on top of the game, when Nasty C was on top of the game, when Ricky Rick, when KO, when all these niggas were running the game, hip hop was making money. Hip hop was good. Hip hop was healthy.
Yeah.
Right now you have only you have only one artist, which is Big Zulu. That's everywhere, all over the country.
Wow, man, that's crazy. I was actually, I saw a performance from just before Durban July. I watched Blackie live. I watched KO live. I watched a couple of local hip hop acts, and I also felt what you're saying right now.
Yeah.
Their impact is just not the same.
It's not the same.
As much as there's hits that they can perform, but
it's not like
when Fellow T and them.
It's not a superstar status, you know. When Big Zulu comes on, it's the same effect as Kabza the Small or Borisa. He's on that level, and he's the only one right now holding the game.
Because he's got that hit.
Yeah.
One or two hits
Yes.
that seem to work at the
Big Zulu is the only one right now who can compete with these other genres.
So what do you think we need to do then? What needs to happen? Because festivals are coming back.
Yeah.
Everything's open. Back to the City is coming soon, October. We're doing 31st
We need to
July.
give people what they
What
want.
needs to happen? No, that's fine. Which is they want to party. People have always wanted to party.
Then give them party music. Give them something they can relate to. Don't be like skibber squaw and you going over people's heads.
So no more rapping, no more hard raps.
It's not about hard raps. It's about relatability, like the message. What are you saying in your songs?
You know, I saw an interview with big shout out to Reason / Sizwe Alakai, and he was saying he did the name change thing for him because he just felt like, I don't know which interview it was on. I think it's Jazzik. Jazzik's got a new podcast. Shout out to him. The podcast world is growing.
Yeah.
And he was speaking to Sizwe, and Sizwe was saying that the name change was mainly because it didn't feel right doing piano as Reason.
That's what I said, though. Remember the episode 3 or 4 that we did? I said that.
Because he doesn't feel the same when he's Reason. He feels like a sellout.
Yeah.
If he's jumping on piano songs as Reason. So the whole name change sort of takes him away from the hip-hop space. But my question then comes into, like, why do you want to leave the hip-hop space when there's so much happening and there's so many kids who want to get into this game, but they're just seeing you guys move into a piano and a space where it makes more money? How do we keep the little kids, the young niggas who want to make music, want to make hip-hop, interested in making hip-hop? Where we can see that, like you're saying, there's no money right now. There's no gigs. You were in Durban. You didn't see much hip-hop going on. I've been partying around. I don't see much hip-hop going on as well.
Yeah.
How do we keep these kids motivated to do this thing?
Hey, out there's like a demotivation more than a motivation. Because guys, they're looking up to Casper switching over to Amapiano.
Ash.
Reason switching over to Amapiano.
The niggas be big.
Questa currently is recording a piano album.
And he's nice on piano.
How can you go back and
sounds nice on that shit.
How can you go back to the kids and say
Stick to hip hop.
Stick to hip hop. Do hip hop.
Then what do we do then?
There's a subliminal message saying hip hop doesn't work. Don't do this shit.
What's the point of us being here as well as the masterclass? We talking hip hop, SA hip hop. We're talking South African music in general, and we're trying to build people to stick to the craft that they enjoy. But it's so tough when you can see people making moves off what is not hip hop anymore.
We're here to teach the kids that hip hop is not just rap. You know, there's a lot of business within hip hop. You can be an artist manager, you can be a producer, you can be a DJ, you can be a podcaster, you can be a blogger, you can be a vlogger, you can be a radio show host, you can be a radio producer, a TV producer. There's a lot you can do. You can be a fashion designer, design for hip hop. You can be a graphic designer. You can be a DOP. You can direct videos. There's a lot. It's that rap shit is just a fraction of hip hop. Don't look at these rappers and think if they're not making it and think hip hop is dead. Hip hop is alive and hip hop will never die. Hip hop is not measured by rappers. Hip hop is a bigger movement. It's bigger than hip hop. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we're here on this podcast telling these kids that fuck rappers. If they decide to sell out or jump ship, fuck them. And there's more to hip hop than rap.
And the money. I guess.
And the
you know what I mean?
money,
You got
there's
to-
a lot of ways you can make money
Around
within
the
this
space.
hip hop besides rapping.
in our country, you think that's still a viable?
It's still a viable.
Viable
It's
way
still a
to go.
viable. Back to the city is coming back. That's a business.
100%. It's been running what? Almost 20
15 years.
So 15 fucking years.
You know what I'm saying? So
That's what I'm saying. It's a culture that will never die.
Yeah.
All I'm arguing.
if this rap shit doesn't work out, there's a lot of things you can do within the hip hop space.
And I hear you, and I like that motivation. We definitely need it. It's just so tough, you know what I mean? I'm just picturing the rapper sitting at home right now who really loves the craft, but can also see the reality of this game that we're in right now, especially in our country. I mean, we're looking at artists like you were playing me a video earlier today before we got into the booth, and you were telling me about how Burna Boy is pushing Amapiano overseas.
Yeah.
And I've been watching a lot of podcasts internationally where Afrobeat has just become a normal conversation overseas.
Yeah.
But SA hip hop has never been a conversation amongst people who do hip hop internationally. But they talk about a Burna Boy, but they'll never talk about an Anati who's amazing, who's won a Grammy Award for Brown Sugar with Beyonce, who's
Because-
a hip hop artist.
Because Amapiano has a unique sound and it has identity. You have that locked drum. But when it comes to hip hop, you listen to Nasty C, you listen to Big Zulu, you listen to whoever else, maybe let's say Zakwe. Those are three different sounds. Which one are you gonna push as SA hip hop?
Exactly.
We have like everyone we like horses pulling in different directions.
Yeah.
SA hip hop doesn't have a sound. Everybody's doing whatever he feels as long as you can rap on it.
And as long as
You cannot say this is an SA hip hop sound.
No, you can't.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
That's where Amapiano are winning. Because they have that locked drum, they have a unique sound, you can identify a piano sound like within 10 seconds.
So and
You can say
love
this
what
is
you
a
said.
piano track.
So then what's the point of the homies being in studio every day making music when we just know for the fact is there's no identity in the hip hop we're dropping?
They need to, because if you can go to a studio 24 hours a day, but if you don't have an understanding of what you're doing it for, and who you're doing it for, you're gonna be all over the place hoping to have a hit.
Do you think that's where the industry is? The SA hip hop
That's
industry?
where SA hip hop is right now.
Nobody knows what the fuck is
No,
to do.
nobody knows what the fuck they doing.
We all listening to different kinds of
We're
sounds
all
right
always
now. There's,
listening
there's
to-
the big Zulu sound. There's the trap kids doing their thing. There's also, you know what I mean, the
There's
ambitious sound. There's
the Sisutu type of sound
Like,
with
what
their
the
own
fuck,
elements. Bontatestana, Bo Big Zulu, Kamaskandi. You have everyone throwing in their traditional stuff from their different provinces, and you have
so then
people,
what are we doing, Rashid? Like, what's in Ninja? I'm like,
We ain't
that's
doing
my
shit.
thing. Like
We
I
ain't
don't
doing
understand.
shit.
Like, we're just confusing ourselves.
We
Yeah.
ain't doing shit. We need to do something for the people.
Which would
Something.
be what? Which would be
Which-
piano.
No, whatever sound that people can resonate to and relate to. That's what we need to do.
Instead of jumping around
Yeah.
to all the music we have right
The
now. We have a shitload of
the
music.
producers must spearhead this thing and say, okay, this is the sound we think is
It's
gonna
gonna
work.
be defined as
Yes,
yeah,
defined
man.
as-
Because watching
Yeah,
Burna say
'cause
that
you-
it's tough, dog.
Somebody's dropping. You download the shit. You hear some Atlanta sound. Ning ning, you hear some Chicago drill. Ning ning, you hear some New York sound. Like we're all over the place.
Then they'll bring some South African traditional sound all in one project. And
Yeah,
it's-
we're all over the place.
we have no. I think at the moment the issue we have is the fact that we don't have that identity
Yes.
where we can say that yo, that's a South African hip hop artist.
Yeah.
Now we're just like, yo, that's a South African artist. He can do piano, he can do hip hop, he can rap, he can sing, he can do some R&B, he can, you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck are we doing, Sheed? And that's where I'm at right now. It's like, SA hip hop for me, at the moment, I feel, we all feel the pressure. I don't know if you do, Rashid as a hip hop connoisseur in the game. But I
Yeah.
feel the pressure of the fact that everything is just sounding so different, and I can't take this to Jay-Z and be like, yo, Jigga, here's a South African hip hop artist. He'll just be like, no, this nigga just sounds like
Yeah,
I know 10 niggas that sound like this.
Yeah, this is Atlanta trap. It's just a different. It's just a
He's
nigga
doing it in
rapping
Vernac.
in Xhosa or
That's
in
the
Zulu,
only
and
difference,
but this
man,
is some Atlanta shit.
So what do we do now? That's why I feel like I've been watching.
That's
all
why
these videos,
that's
like,
why
yo,
I'm
these
saying
niggas are
it,
bossing up,
it
they play on the cat.
starts with the producers. It starts with the beat makers. It starts with the production.
Okay.
You know, because you can give a rapper any beat, they can rap on it.
Any beat, though.
In any language,
Piano,
in
beats,
any
house.
language.
But there's
Just
something
because-
that would identify.
Just because you're rapping in Sizulu or in Xhosa or in Sipitori on an Atlanta beat doesn't make it South African hip hop
100%, and that's what's been happening. I just feel like niggas are just rapping in vernac,
over Atlanta trap.
and then we all want to say that that's SA hip hop, and we don't even know what the
we
fuck.
we can't even define SA hip hop.
We haven't been able to since it's been popping.
Yeah.
Even those days you were talking about earlier about there were a couple of cats that popped, Casper, blah blah blah, were making money. We didn't even know what sound they were doing. Like, let's figure out what the fuck we want to do.
We've never stuck to the same sound. It's always been
chasing. We're chasing.
Questa is doing that
We're
Kwaito
chasing.
shit. Okay, so and so is doing that. AKA is doing that house disco shit. It's always been all over the place.
We're just chasing, man.
Yeah.
It's gonna be tough for us to get to a place where, I think we can also all identify what is a South African hip hop. Where we can all be like, yo, that nigga South African hip hop. Ricky is South African hip hop. Zwanban, big. You know what I mean?
Maybe
Like,
we need a workshop or a conference where we can sit down
and talk.
and talk about this shit.
Let's talk
Because
about it.
if
Like,
we
what are we
don't,
doing?
because
What are we
if
doing?
because if we don't, it's gonna keep going on and on and on.
Exactly. So I just think, yeah, that's what we need to get to. We need to find a place where we can all just find out what the fuck we're doing, man. Like the music I've been listening to lately, it's very confusing for me. I've been listening to a lot of hardcore hip hop heads drop a EP and then put one piano song on it. And I'm like, what are you doing then? Because you're just now hoping that if my other hip hop shit don't catch, I know this Yano's song's gonna bang,
Yeah.
because Yano's is the hardest thing, so I'm gonna make a Yano song. But like, we need to get our identity and as a hip hop, and then let's move forward with that. And if our identity is
And it's evident that SA hip hop is struggling.
yeah,
Because when you see these niggas, prominent rappers, jumping ship from hip hop to piano, they're suffering. Their last albums didn't do well.
pop.
You don't see a piano cat leaving piano to hip hop.
Then why would you? Why you couldn't do that now? I mean, it's the hardest.
Yeah,
genre,
you can't.
Daddy
jump-
Wonga is not doing a boom
Yeah,
bap song.
you can't dive into poverty.
You know what I mean? Musa Keys is not doing a boom bap track.
You can't switch into starvation.
And they got new.
Yeah.
It's real tough, guys. Like, and I hope everyone who's watching and listening, young guys who are writing pen game, like, just think about what you're really doing and what you want to do.
Have a
And-
business plan. Think of it as
Yeah.
a business.
Yeah, and it is.
Yeah.
The music ain't shit. Like, the music don't matter no more. Who gives a
Nah.
fuck about what you're
Nah.
dropping?
What are you selling?
There's so much music out there. Like,
Mm.
I don't give a fuck what you're dropping. I'm more worried about how you pushing your narrative.
Yeah. Have something to sell. That's why on one of the episodes I said, Boys and Bucks, we're not selling music. Because they were not saying shit, but they were selling a lifestyle. Kotini, the Mpahlas. That's what they were
It's the state
selling.
of
They were
boy
selling a
life.
lifestyle.
Hippie vibe, you
It's
know
not
what I mean?
like, somebody is the number one fan of their music. No.
You can't name me a quick Boys and Bucks song off the dome.
You know what I'm saying?
Can
They
you?
were selling a lifestyle, not the music.
So that's where we
you need
are
to
now.
sell something in your music.
Whew. Music is the stepping stone, I think.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's the conclusion to that. Let's get the class in session. Yo, Trippy, ring the bell, please, brother. TDC, I love today's conversation, man. When I saw us prepping the show, and I thought, okay, this one is very interesting for me.
Yeah, how so?
I just feel like I'm a successful nigga now. You know?
Mm.
And I've had friends come and go all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I just wanted to know, like, I've spoken about it before.
Mm-hmm.
Finding out your real niggas versus your fake niggas. And homies getting success and then switching up.
Mm-hmm.
And I've never known how to deal with it. And now I'm in a situation where I'm dealing with it in real time.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's very tough, dog. I don't know how you've done it in your career and your hip hop path. But at the moment I'm finding it tough to maneuver friendships and relationships and success at the same time.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
How do you do that? How do you do that?
Like I'm saying to you, at the moment, I'm literally doing it day by day. You know what I mean? So who I think is my friend today,
May not be your friend tomorrow.
and that's only based off what they've achieved now.
So, niggas look at your status before they decide whether they
They'll
should
fuck
hang
with
with you or not.
Yeah, yeah.
They like, if OG's not on radio,
No.
he's not my friend.
Oh,
I cannot
man.
hang with him.
That one is even crazier because that I've seen through other people.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I've seen people in the radio space
Mm-hmm.
who, when they were hot on the radio,
Yeah.
everybody was fucking with them. You know what I mean? One contract where they don't get their contract extended and they're off the radio for 1 year, nobody calls them
Nobody.
anymore.
Yeah, I've seen.
PR stops calling you.
Mhm.
Right now, I've got an issue with PR.
Mm-hmm.
I've got PR bitches who want to suck my dick just for an interview. And that's facts.
Let them clean that shit.
Nah, you ain't sucking my dick for an interview.
Let them
that's for
suck
sure.
it clean.
But
No.
what I'm saying is like
Uh-huh.
you don't know if she wants she wants to mess with you because they're trying to get their artist on, or do they actually want to suck your dick?
I've experienced that throughout the years, because I've been producing TV shows, radio shows, year to year. You know, I would stop working from Yo TV, and the emails stop coming, the calls stop coming, the invites stop coming,
Dog.
and then the next thing I'm on Crazy, you know,
Back up.
and then people are back. Hey, how you doing? Hey, and then they try.
Crazy.
They invite me to some shit. I'm like, nigga, I know what you want already. You know, even with radio, it's the same thing.
Exactly.
When
the
you
same.
have this hottest show, they flood your emails, your phone calls,
You
your
get invited to
so
everything.
those are not your friends. Those are just people who are hustling you, you know. And I know the difference. You know. And I've been both sides, where people need me, and
Where you need people.
where I've helped people to get where they are, and now they don't answer my calls anymore.
Oh yeah.
I've been both sides.
Yeah,
Like
same.
where I don't answer people's calls, where people don't answer my
your-
calls.
Sometimes it's the same dude.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like I can go from like, yo, fuck Rashid, I'm not answering this call, and then later I need Rashid, and Rashid's not answering me now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna be like, fuck Rashid. Rashid has changed, but you don't acknowledge what you did before to him when he was trying to call you.
And you
Because
need to
I've
differentiate.
experienced that when I was calling niggas were not answering my calls and not returning my texts. And then soon as I have this thing where I have little power to a little authority to make a decision.
To book some people, put them on the lineup.
No, like some radio and TV shit. Now niggas who were not answering my calls are calling me. I'm like, damn, nigga, I thought you didn't have my number. That's why you were not answering. You had this number all this time, you know. So yeah.
You're a blackballing motherfucker, so I know you.
No, I don't blackball motherfuckers.
Yes,
I'm
you
like, if you don't fuck with me, I don't fuck with you. That's
Yeah,
it.
but if you said some shit about me, and don't call me trying to get me to put you on.
No, but if
You're that nigga.
No, but that means you don't fuck with me. It means I'm not gonna fuck with you.
I got you. Makes
Yeah.
sense. I get you. I get you. I've been in the same situation
Yeah.
many times.
So,
where
but-
you gotta
but-
do favors for favors.
Yes. So, but what I'm saying is, I'm not talking about random people. I'm talking about close friends.
Yeah, day ones.
Day ones.
Day ones.
Like, oh, this guy is my people's. Now he's got this shit. He's not checking up on you. He's not answering your calls. Not that he owes you anything. He doesn't owe you anything. But you boys, you guys are friends. You guys used to hang out every day. How do you address such situation?
Hey man, like I'm gonna bring it home for me. This is the personal one, right? Personal story.
It's
story
personal.
time.
Yeah.
I have a homie of mine who I've been really close with for many years.
Yeah.
Also in the industry folk, and we recently, maybe a month ago, had a fallout. Me and this homie are not speaking at all right now.
Yeah.
You know, and like you're saying, he was a day one.
Yeah.
This was somebody that you could holler at, whether you're OG or you're just Samke.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you can, this is your boy.
Yeah.
But one small thing happens where, whether it's money based or whether it's friendship based, one small thing can happen that can flip you from knowing if this person is a day one or not.
Yeah.
How I personally take these kinds of things is, and this is going to be the craziest and the roughest way to put it, but Uzwalo Uyuwanja, you were here alone, dog. You've been hustling this shit to be Rashid K for 15 years by yourself. You had no one when you started this shit. You know what I mean? Yes, you met OG. Yes, you met Nkuli on the way. You met Zbanban. But at the end of the day, Rashid, you have to take care of you in this space.
Yeah.
You have to take care of
That's true.
your relationships yourself.
Yeah.
Like, man, who hurt you? And if you come tell me, I was best friends with Osmic, shout out to Osmic, and Osmic did me dirty. I can't be like, oh, Rashid, I'm more your friend now. No.
That's not. You're not
It's
telling
business.
us. You're not telling us a new story. Jay-Z and Dame Dash,
We're
like
boys.
you know, Dr. Dre and Suge Knight.
We were making money together.
Yeah, people are friends today and enemies tomorrow.
And that's the crazy thing, is that in this industry, it's what happens almost on the day to day. And I think in every industry, even if you work in construction or you work with mechanics or whatever,
Yeah.
but you have your day ones who end up falling out with you, and it's mainly either affects your business or your income. But at the end of the day, you must also remember you are alone in this shit, bruh. And that's how I always feel, especially with the music, especially with these young rappers. They pick up friends left, right, and center. I've watched homies come in to an interview at YFM on my show. They'll come in, it's 2018, packed squad deep, 20 people, girls, guys. It's a mess. I'm thinking, nigga, why so many people at the studio? Bring him back in 2022, he comes with 2 people, him and his manager. And you're like, nigga, what happened? He realized that he had to shit off all that other energy, all that other bullshit that wasn't working for him. And that's what the industry is. Like, that's what the space we're in. Yes, you'll have day ones, but those day ones can also become nothing at the end of the day.
Yeah. If they're trying to use you like, yo, OG, we need the drinks, they're looking at you. We need transport, they're looking at you. That's not good. But if you're gonna say, no, OG is not on my level anymore, it has nothing to do with money. OG
moved
doesn't OG
Brings
doesn't want a cent from me, but I just feel like he's not on my level. I need new friends. You know,
I think that's bullshit.
I need to hang out with the AKAs and the
yeah,
Caspers.
that's when you lose the
Then
plot.
that's bullshit. Then that's
when you lose
bullshit.
it, bro.
But if they're costing you financially, every time this nigga calls, he has problems, he wants money. Every time this nigga comes to you, he comes when he has problems. Then that's bad.
So what about the situation where you and I are day ones, right? We go to high school together or whatever, we're both broke.
Yeah.
I pop, you don't.
Yeah.
And now
You don't owe me. Just because you popped doesn't mean you owe me now. Because we're friends.
But we're boys.
Yeah, we're boys.
I've been there when you didn't have shit.
Yes.
You were there, you know what I mean?
Okay. You should know that Rashid has been struggling with rent. Rashid has been struggling with these tuition fees. You know, I don't have to remind you. If you're a true friend, you're going to be like, yo, bruh, last time we spoke, you're owing Wits University, 10K. How's that situation?
Yeah, I should be able to hit you up.
You should be able to know that shit as a true friend. You should be able to know that shit. You know, I shouldn't feel like I'm bothering this guy with something he already knows. But if I'm gonna come to you with problems every time, I'm like, yo, G, yo, I need petrol money. Yo, G, I need Uber. Yo, G, I need this, I need that. Then you're becoming a problem. Then I have a right to cut you off.
Because now it's not even about.
It's not about
business or like.
It's
helping
not about.
your future.
We're not being friends anymore. I'm being a cash cow.
But that's where it becomes very difficult, Rashid, for like you and I. Let's talk about you and I.
Yeah.
Right. We start this pod together.
Yeah.
We're starting it off nothing. It ain't
From
shit.
zero.
It ain't blowing up. We ain't. We're 40, 50 episodes deep. We get to episode 55 and we get 10 million rand.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now, if you switch up on
That's when I'm gonna see your true colors.
when we get in that
When we're getting that.
money. But now,
Yeah.
why can't you see my true colors? Because I'm still the same nigga. I'm still the nigga that was broke with you. You get me?
Poverty makes you humble.
Nah, money makes me fucked up, sure.
Yeah, poverty makes you humble.
But you know
we'll
me,
see your
Rashid.
true colors as soon as you have money.
But you know me. You know the nigga. You know the broke nigga without the money.
I know. OG's my friend, my broke friend. I only know the broke side of him. I don't know how you act when you have 10 million in your bank account.
My account.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I could be shocked too. Like, yo, is this OG? Is this the nigga I grew up with? Is this the nigga I drank with every weekend?
Word.
I don't recognize this nigga.
Word.
You know, and it happens a lot. It has happened to me and a whole lot of other people.
Do you think it happens to a lot of South African musicians? Let me not say rappers. In all spheres. Like, do South African musicians make a bit of dollar and then switch up on their families, their people?
A lot of times. Everywhere I go, people would tell me, yo, I used to hang out with so and so. He used to be my friend, but now he's blue ticking me now. I had a song with so and so, and he doesn't wanna be associated with that anymore. He wouldn't even come for a video shoot. There's that. People, like, they switch up a lot here in South Africa. I know too many stories.
Damn, and would you say it's part of this business that we're in? Because I feel like it's part of the monster that we have to deal with, man. Like,
We need to
like the
deal
day
with.
ones and the success and money. It's all part of this game. Like,
Shout
you're
out
gonna
to
meet that
Casper.
bullshit.
Shout out to Casper for keeping Capo. You know, because a lot of people think, yo, the corporates, the brands are not gonna take me serious if they see me with this guy. This guy is a
Really gapa
nobody.
your boy.
This guy is a nobody. You know what I'm saying? A lot of artists, a lot of people with new fame and new money have that mentality that you need to be seen with the AKAs, with the Bonangs, with the Peltusis,
Which is not true.
which is not true.
In South Africa, I feel like the industry is as much as it's closed, but it's very open in the sense that you could become the next Bonang at any time.
Yeah.
There's no need for you to look up to a Bonang because you can literally become her
Yeah.
and better and bigger in an instant. It's so much. There's so many platforms. Let me put it that
Yeah.
way. So many platforms where you can do your thing. You know, if you're
Yeah.
talented in that space, that we can look up to people for inspiration. But I don't think we should look up to South African celebrities to be just like them, because
No.
none of these cats have actually done
You
anything.
need to be a human at the end of the day. I still answer calls from my people from 10, 15 years ago.
Yeah, and you have to.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't do that. They're like, you guys are no longer on my level.
No, Donna, and there's a shout out that I need to give on the masterclass to my homie Merk, man. R.I.P. to Merk. Merk is someone who literally, and just based off the conversation we're having,
Yeah.
where he was, when I got into the radio space and the space of being able to put people on, which is what I love to do. He was one of the first people that came up to me and was like, yo, dude, please help me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I was like, shit, alright, cool, I'll try to help you. What can we do? I've got this music I'm trying to play, come listen to it in my car. And I'm like, alright, cool, I'll come to your car, bump the music. I'm like, shit, this isn't the greatest shit in the world.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But because I'm new in this space and what I want to do is help people get on, let's see how far we can push your shit.
Yeah.
We pushed this nigga's shit, we pushed him, I gave him interviews on YFM. Like, I gave him as much as I could. But I realized that the music that he was dropping
was not good enough.
Was not gonna work. You know what I mean? And I think in his perspective, OG might have changed on him. You know what I mean? Because when he met me, I was just some nigga trying to get on as well. So I'm trying to find whoever else that can help me get on. And I'm trying to drag you in, but I don't think you're gonna help me get on. So I started, not that I was mising him, but I started to, like, I know what Merc's gonna give me.
Keeping your distance.
Yeah, I'm like, you know what I mean? It's not gonna work. Merc's passed away now, like a couple of weeks ago. And I'm thinking to myself, shit, does that make... Did he pass away looking at me as one of those people who was a day one for him, who ended up just switching
But
up
you
on him?
did something for him that didn't work. You tried. It's
tried.
not like you didn't do anything at all. You know what I'm saying? So you need to be honest with your shit. As much as you are loyal to your homie, you need to be honest.
And tell him that, yo, dude,
And
like,
tell them.
I tried, my nigga. I tried, you know. It's to a point where I just became, like, knowing that, okay, whatever Merc gives me, I know it's not going to work on the radio.
Yeah.
I won't be able to play it.
Some people that I helped in the industry, it's people I believed in. Like, okay, this shit is going to blow up one day.
And I want to be in the forefront.
Whether it's 3 or 5 years, I'm going to try my best to help you out. And there are people who send me stuff, I'm like, no, this is not going to work. You know, you need to be honest, you know. And I've always been loyal to my people.
Okay.
Yeah, I've always been loyal. I'm not going to switch up because I have little fame, I have a little TV or a little radio.
And you've had all of that.
I've had all of that, you know. Those are my principles. I even come on, man.
Principle is important.
Come on, man.
Principle is very important.
My
man.
principles here, I
Very
even tattooed
important,
them.
bro.
Loyalty and honor.
Got you.
Those are my two main principles.
So for you, it's always...
These are not for nobody else. These are for me. That's who I am. Whether you switch up on me, it doesn't mean I'm gonna switch up on you.
Yeah.
Your behavior or your character is not gonna affect mine.
Got you. From your day ones, people you regard as day ones.
Yes, sir.
What do you expect more? Loyalty or respect?
If you're not loyal to me, at least respect me.
So respect over loyalty for you.
I appreciate loyalty, but I can't impose it or force it. If there's no loyalty, then respect me.
But you can't force respect over nobody. I don't have to respect
You cannot. You cannot.
I don't have to be loyal to you either.
You don't have to. You're not forced to do anything.
I hear you. That's a struggle for me, man. Like, I've realized, especially in this game, there's no friendship, Rashid. You know what I mean?
We
like,
spoke about that.
Yeah,
on
my G.
one of the episodes.
If it's not business, we can build a friendship, but that's gonna take way longer than it would to build the business relationship.
Yeah.
Like, we can build a relationship. I know you're Rashid, you know I'm OG. This is where the lines are drawn. This is what you can, this is what you cannot do to me. Fade. I respect that more than, oh yeah, Rashid, you my boy, you know what I mean? If I need 100, you send me 100. If I need, you know what I mean? Whatever. And then, when I need you for some real shit, you're not there. I don't respect that as much.
No.
You know what I mean? So this is just to all the artists out there, all the musicians, especially in our country. Be careful, my niggas, who you give your respect to and who you give your loyalty to. It's two different things.
Yeah.
You can have one with the other. You can't have the other with that. You can't have respect without loyalty, I think.
No, you can't.
If you're loyal to me, you probably respect me. But you don't have to. You can respect me, but you don't have to be loyal to me.
You don't have to.
You know what I mean? So it's a very tough one. It's a very, very complex conversation.
Yeah, if you don't like me, and you're not loyal to me, at least respect me.
And that's that.
That's that.
And respect is just normal shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think we should all just give that to each other. We don't owe each other loyalty.
Yeah.
You know, so look out, guys. The streets is real. Streets is fucking cold. There's niggas like OG and Rashid, sharks.
Let's lay this to rest.
Yeah, we'll eat you up, nigga.
Yeah.
If you ain't looking out, though. You ain't looking out. Look out for yourself. Have a strong fucking back. Have a backbone. Have a spine. And just be careful. Do some reading. Make sure you know everything about what you need to know about.
That's
You know
that.
what I mean? And
Let's
that's
move to
for me.
the free period.
Free period.
Yeah, let's get serious for the free period. And drop a link in the comments, cause we here.
Free period. Yo, let's put some people on. Let's get some people on. Yo, Leezy, Lindokuhle.
Yes,
That's
yes.
who we have today for the free period. Ah, man, I've been hearing a lot about this, honey.
She's been active though. I see
Really?
her everywhere. Yeah.
Like, how come? I bet like everyone's talking about Leezy, and I'm just like, shit, I had to go find her.
Mhm.
Yeah, I haven't seen her perform. I haven't, you know, I know. Shout out to DJ Switch.
I saw her perform at that Switch.
At that Switch's thing.
Put me on.
Yeah.
Shandis.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he needs to have a rap a little bit. I need to see some more from Leezy. But I like her.
Yeah. Yeah.
Seems like she's got the vibe. You know.
She does.
I just don't know how far it's gonna go. That's like, is she committed to this
But
shit? Is she doing this
she
shit for real?
is. She is like the work ethic. I've been seeing like a lot of content, music, videos, and
Okay.
everything. She's out there performing as well.
Yeah, she can rap.
Yeah.
She can rap.
You
I
know.
won't take that away from her. She can rap. I just want more music from her. I just want to light a fire up her ass a bit. Pause.
She's still on her way up.
That's what I'm saying to you. But I
Yeah.
feel like if she doesn't understand where she's at right now,
Mhm.
where the masterclass is speaking about you, OG is saying that there's people on the streets speaking about you,
Yeah.
where she's heard gang shit about you, and from the up and coming space, the underground space, she's the name that's ringing all over the place.
Yeah.
And please, I just ask you, dog, please realize what you've got and move with it. Put out more music, perform, make sure we see you. I know she's going to be out here probably for the 30th or maybe our events as well, 31st.
Yeah. Yeah.
One of the two. But we'll have her on a Hip Hop Sunday as well sometime.
Yeah, no, we'll bring her on. I saw her at Cotton Fest as well. She was on the lineup.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So she's on, dog. Like,
Yeah,
people know you.
she's
G.
out there doing the most.
Yeah, so I just feel like, yo, give me some more. Just more, dog. More of the same. And then elevate your shit, build a bit, and you're going to be on. You're going to be on. But your name is out there, and we see you, my G. Shout out to the music video as well, playing in the back.
Yeah.
Really nice.
We see
Really
you.
dope. We see you, Leezy. Who you got on the producer side?
Producer's side, I got Audiomarc.
Ah, you put my boy on.
Yeah.
That's my little nigga. Shout out to Audiomarc, man.
Yeah,
Ah,
yeah,
what a
man.
boy. What a producer also.
We gotta put him on.
Yeah. Half of this shit, Mbali. Mbali. Why me?
Yes.
That's Audiomarc's joint. I do
It
know.
went viral. Everyone was doing a Why Me freestyle.
Why me, dog? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Audio's been in the game for a minute. I know that he grew up with Untwana, with Nasty C there in the 031.
Yeah. Speaking of producers, we got MPZ in the house, and he's also from 031.
031. So they probably homies, right?
Yeah.
Yo, MBZ. You know Audiomarc, right?
Audiomarc.
Yeah.
I
Nasty's
didn't know him.
producer.
I didn't know him until Nasty C.
This one moved to Joburg earlier before them niggas blew
MBZ
up.
ain't been in 031 in a long time.
Yeah, he's a
I
Josie
doubt he even
nigga.
went to Durban July, MBZ.
Yeah.
Yeah, big shout out, man. Big shout out.
MPZ on the Ntsimbis Bali.
Yeah, man, so Audiomarc
Yeah.
is part of the crew as well. All the boys from KZN. I feel like we profile KZN a lot. Yeah. But it's where the
It's
hip-hop
work,
is.
man. As
It's
long
where
as
the
you're
hip-hop
putting
is.
in work, yeah.
And yeah, so big shout out to him. Why Me is a big song. It's moving. Everything is done for Nasty. I think has been hot. Even just being Nasty's homie. We're speaking about day ones right now.
Yeah.
You know, I think him and Nasty have been day ones in terms of meeting in the music space.
No switch up.
Well, not yet.
Nasty has a song called Switch Up.
I never switched up.
Yeah, that's
Nasty. Yeah, that's
you
debatable.
shouldn't switch up. You shouldn't switch up on your
It's
homies,
debatable.
man. Yeah.
And Audio hasn't done that, man. So
No,
Audio
it
is a
hasn't.
talented producer. He's also Nasty C's DJ.
Yeah.
So at the events and stuff, I do know that he's more on the like production side more than the DJing thing. He just does that because,
Yeah.
I mean, if I make the music, I gotta,
Yeah.
I do know that he doesn't sit there and make the beats per se, but he'll executive produce a song and make sure that Nasty sounds really nice. So big shout out to him. I know he's Nasty's big homie. We're giving you your flowers, brother. You
Keep
deserve
doing
them.
what you're doing, man.
Keep fucking them up. Give us some more Bali. So why me?
Yeah.
Let's review some music.
To the masterclass, come on. Welcome to the.
Let's go to Cape Town.
Let's go to Cape Town, man.
Yeah, big shout out to EJ CPT. He's also in the building as well. He's around here somewhere.
He's around here, yeah.
He came down to Jersey. He was like, I gotta see all the hip hop cats in Joburg.
Yeah.
Saw us. I think he's seeing Slicker sometime as well.
He saw Slicker already.
You know what I mean? So I love that. Like we need more.
Have a rollout plan, nigga.
Come through.
Have a rollout plan.
Come through,
yeah.
dog. So Soul T.
Soul T. Mfana Cape Town is
Find
the
that
name
Cape
of the
Town. Soul
album.
T, Idyan. Idyan.
What is a Jan Vele? I mean,
I wanted to check it out, bro.
I don't know.
I wanted to check it out.
Yo, y'all Costa niggas,
But fair too.
hit us on the comment.
Crew.
What is it?
Idyan.
Giant. Is it a giant?
Idyan.
It's a giant. It's a
It's not a
D-Y.
fucking giant.
It sounds like a giant.
It's not a
D-Y.
Idyan. It sounds like a. You know what it sounds like? It sounds
Giant.
like a Indota.
Or a lighty or something.
No, not
Joy.
even. You know why I say that?
Yeah.
So there's a song on the album. It's called Idyan the Re-Up.
Yeah.
So he's got the actual song Idyan.
Idyan, yeah.
With I think it's him and Flashy Kumkani on the original.
Yeah.
And then this one has Younger Chief and a couple other homies on it.
Mm.
And on that song, they're speaking about what Idyan doesn't do. And Idyan doesn't like sleep around. Idyan, I baby. Idyan doesn't SK and eat pussy. You know what I mean? Idyan is like a.
Idyan doesn't eat pussy.
I don't know, but on the song they're saying Idyan is
Doesn't
a
SK.
well
They
respected.
don't pull that SK shit.
No SK shit on. If we Idyan.
Yeah.
You don't cause that out. Though.
Hey, the Jan. Niggas born in January. Those are the Jans.
I see
You
Joey.
niggas, you Jans. I see you January niggas.
Find out a Cape Town, boy. Would see
Yeah.
right there.
Vanna Cape Town. I say, to me, it's a typical closet trap. It's something you would, if you like Flash Kumkani, you'd like this album. If you like Bravo Leroux, you'd like this album. If you like Lolly Native, you'd like. I think it's the same movement.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he didn't give me something new, like eyebrows raising, like, oh shit, what's that? It's trap beats, toss lyrics, you know, like, okay, I've heard that before. You know what I mean? Not taking anything away from it. It's still a dope album. There's few tracks I like, you know. I like Mbali. Even though they mention pussy, I don't know why is
You see this Mbali song?
I don't know why is Mbali always associated with
I didn't
wretchedness.
like that. I didn't like that joint. I didn't like that song.
You
I
know-
liked the album. I just didn't like that Mbali song. I feel like was a bit. We don't need it. But anyway, continue.
I like Makelwane with Lolly Native.
Okay. I like Loli's verse on that, or his like hook, or
Yeah.
his thing, his flow.
Yeah, even Idyan Ria.
Oh, that. Yeah, one of that, Antoine.
Mm.
That's when I feel like they, because like you're saying, it's got that whole Xhosa feel to it. So if
Yeah,
you like
yeah.
Flash, if you like Bravo, if you like,
Yeah.
you know, Mickey, if you like, you're gonna like this album.
You're gonna like
But
this album.
that song right there,
Mhm,
that the re-up,
Yeah.
that just showed what the level of Ispaza should be.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if niggas are gonna do that kind of rap, the Xhosa rap,
Yeah.
you need to be at that re-up level every single time.
Is that Xhosa trap still Spaza?
Angazi, yeah, lapho.
Please let us know if
Hit us
this
in the
Xhosa
comments.
trap is still Spaza on the comments, because we wanna know these things.
And for me, it's very important for you to get the Xhosa and the vernacular rap right.
Yeah.
That is the only song that I think, hip-hop wise, they did really well on. Because the single is nice with Flash in it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But this remix with Younger Chief's verse on this,
Mhm.
you see how he jumps on there with the cadence?
Crazy, crazy.
Here's my thing, right? Because I think it's the first song. The
Yeah,
intro. The intro switches up in the middle.
Yeah.
The intro, it's
The
like a
intro, Mfana Cape Town.
Yeah. No, man. Let me
No,
see,
no,
let me
no.
see, let me see.
The
The first song, track 1.
track 1 is Mfana Cape Town.
Let me see. I'll tell you which track it is. But there's a song. Let me see. Yeah, I'll find it. Yes, you're right. Mfana Cape Town.
Yeah,
There, the interlude.
the interlude.
It switches up in the middle of
Yes.
that. And in there, he speaks about Younger Chief's influence on his music.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just thinking to myself, okay, Sharp. And then you put him on the album, and he bodies all of you guys on that shit. It just sort of showed me the levels.
That's your Lord. That's your
That's
Lord.
the levels,
your God.
man. The Soul T album is nice, but like Younger just came through and just made it sure that, guys, this is what I do.
I own this shit.
And I'm trying to show you guys how to do this. There's a song on there, one more check for me, please. I think it's called Incega.
Ngaybiso.
Yeah, best song on the album.
Ngaybiso.
Track number 5, Ngebiso.
Yeah.
Best song on the album.
I don't know what that means.
Joe there, he speaks about his timer. He speaks about his old lady. He speaks about his upbringing. He speaks about the hood. You know, like, everyone who jumps on, I think Flash is on that as well.
Yeah,
like,
Flash Kumkani.
Jam, like, they spitting.
Yeah.
They telling me a story. That's why I felt like when I listened to this
Flash
album.
is featured on like 2 songs.
Shout out to Flash. When I listened to this, I felt like there's so many good songs. It's good music. It's good music. Very good music. But he didn't have to drop them in an album all at once. I'm sorry. He could have given us the re-up first, then give us the Nebisi song or whatever it's called, Nebiso, whatever. And then start moving down his
But it's
project.
an album. Maybe he's still gonna drop singles individually.
I don't give a shit no more. Do I care? By then? Because I've listened to everything.
Yeah,
My thing is
you,
niggas
not everyone else. Everybody else is still gonna get these songs as singles
Yeah,
as they
everyone
come.
else is slacking. Y'all all
You know,
slacking. Y'all don't know how to
because
listen to music.
we get everything every time.
What I'm saying
You know?
is he shouldn't have dropped everything. He doesn't need an album right now. Untuan, Salty. He could have just keep giving us these singles and keep fucking us up with the remixes. And then eventually when we like know who he really is,
And I noticed,
he can rock.
how are you gonna know that when every song has a feature?
Ooh, every song has a feature?
Yeah.
I didn't notice that in the... Even the interlude. Oh, the interlude does have a feature because at the end, it does some funny shit towards the end.
I'm saying we didn't get enough of Soul T. You know, because he was always with the squad.
Yeah, every song got a feature.
Yes.
10 track, I like that it was 10 songs, it was about 60 minutes, 50-something minutes.
Yeah.
I like that, but I didn't notice that there was a feature on every song.
Every song, yeah.
I saw he had Legend, Put Legend as well, somewhere there as well. I like
Yeah,
his verse.
yeah, Boot Legend, Lolly Native, Flash Kumkani, Killer G, you know.
He had some honeys on there as well.
Yes, Holy Alpha. Onimdase. I didn't like it when she did that. Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause
Like,
it's
no,
a dance.
stop
It's a
it, don't.
Here's what I'm saying to you,
Yeah.
Machi, is that Soul's nice,
Yeah,
but he didn't have to drop anything at the moment. He could have still given us the re-up. Like Idyan, the original for me is still hot. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? But it doesn't. The re-up is even hotter.
yeah.
Now give me the video of the re-up, and then drop something else, and then
And
don't give me all this shit at once.
And it's Soul T Idyan on his own.
Okay.
Let me hear
too.
you. Let me know you.
Thing is, there are songs where he like tells his story on this album. You know, like
That's
I'm
not
saying,
enough when there's other people
There's
on the
another song.
verses.
Sorry, I keep having to check the track list, man. But there's another song. It's towards the end. I think it's Emakai.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, I'm playing this shit now. My bad. And YouTube won't flag that.
Yeah.
But it's towards the end, and he speaks about he does tell us his story, but you have to listen to the album to hear his story. It's not from track 1 all the way. You have
Yeah.
to bump. Okay, this track 4. This is when he's telling me about his upbringing and good.
Yeah, the last 3 songs, Emakaya, Kumbula, and Krip Nkwari.
And I was like, okay, this is what I would have loved to hear at the top of the album. You know what I mean? So, just structuring, dog. He's growing. I'm hoping it's an EP. No, it's not. It's an album.
It's an album.
It's a full album. It's fine, dog. Have it as your first. It's cool.
39 minutes long.
I don't know if it's going to land. Only because I just feel like your boss, who's Younger Chief, came on one song and just schooled everybody on the album. And that was that for me.
Ratings?
I give it a 6 out of 10. I rated it when I was at home already.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm giving it a 6 out of 10 as well.
You know what you gotta do, Salty? Give us singles, brother. Fuck this shit. Give us singles. You dope with that. Give us that. Let's get out of here. Big shout out to the crew once more again. We got you. We got the clothing out, yo, dog. Where do we get this, B?
I have a shop in Pretoria.
Shop in Pretoria? Where in Pretoria? What?
PTA Central.
PTA Central. CBD.
Yeah, Sky Strat name, yeah, like
CBD.
opposite what?
Van der
Opposite
Walt. What is Van der
Francis-
Walt called now?
Spanish Spat and Paul Kruger.
Paul Kruger and
Paul Kruger, Van der Walt. All these boers.
And
Like,
Francis Spat.
Francis.
you still have apartheid
Francis
names in Pretoria.
No,
Yeah.
wait, man. We're trying to get people to go buy this shit.
Paul
dog.
Kruger and Van der Walt and Pretorius. Fuck
Give
that
us the
shit,
proper
man.
vibes, G.
Yeah, we'll post it online. Fuck these African.
Okay, we're gonna put it up. We're gonna put up the
apartheid niggas.
Trippy. Please make sure, even if he doesn't send it, ask me. We'll get the right details so we can push the hip hop politics movement.
Alright, cool.
It's double HP.
Yeah. Paul
right.
Kruger, Pretorius, Verwoerd.
That's where we're at. It's PTA versus KZN soon. We're whooping KZN's ass.
Who's we?
Bye bye.
Deuces, motherfuckers.
I'm from the old school, you know me, all about the culture, like Rashid and OG. Like, subscribe, and tell your whole street. Load this next episode with love for the whole team, yeah. Let's get serious for the free period. And drop a link in the comments, cause we hearing it. Shout out to OG, shout out to Rash K, set a new standard, other bars in the ashtray. Welcome to the masterclass, come on. Welcome to the masterclass. Welcome to the masterclass.